Hi guys, welcome to Oliveboard. I hope you are well. In this video, we'll discuss the stepwise form filling process for IB ACIO vacancies. Now, as you know, the Ministry of Home Affairs has released 2000 vacancies for this post. So, the last time these vacancies were released were in the year 2017, that is 3 years ago. Now, again in 2020, the ministry has released 2000 vacancies. So, this is a very good opportunity for you. It is a very good news for you because this is a very lucrative job. In this video, I'll show you what the actual application form looks like and I'll take you through the steps of filling up the form. So on that note, let us begin. Before beginning, I would like you to like this video and share it with your friends. Now let us begin. So the link to the application form can be found in the description of this video. You can pause the video and check out the link. This is the link that is mentioned in the description of the video. Or what you can simply do is you can visit the Ministry of Home Affairs website and under the vacancies tab, you'll find this vacancy listed here. As you click on this link, you'll be redirected to the link to the application form. As you are redirected to the link, there is a certain page that you will be redirected to, and this page will have important dates and details that you must know before filling up the form. So let us go through all these details first and then I'll show you what the actual form looks like. So the first details that are mentioned are important dates. Now, the application process has already started. It is an online application process and it has started on the 19th of December 2020. The last date to fill up the application form is 9th January 2021. Make sure that you make a note of the date. The date is 9th January 2021, 11:59 pm. So, you can fill up the form till 9th January 11:59 pm, but don't wait till the last date. I would suggest that you fill in the form well before the last date. Now, this 9th January also happens to be the last date to fill in the fees through online mode. Now, this online mode is debit card, credit card, or net banking. But if you choose to fill in the fees through SBI Challan, the last date to fill in the application fees, not the application form, but fees is 12th January 2021 within banking hours. So make sure that you stick to these timelines and these dates that are mentioned. Now, there are certain other details and instructions mentioned for you. Before you start filling up the form, you must have certain things handy with you. What are these things? Let us have a look at them. Well, you must have scanned copy of your photograph. This photograph must be a colored photograph and it must be a recent photograph. That is, it should not be older than 12 weeks. Make sure that you stick to these guidelines. Now, this must be a color photograph and this must be the size and format of the photograph. The same goes for signature. It should be of this capacity and the format should be JPG or JPEG. Now, you must also have a valid photo ID proof. You will need this valid ID photo proof for filling up the details in the application form. You will have to fill in the number mentioned on your photo ID proof. Apart from that, you must have certificate or mark sheets of class 10th, 12th and your graduation, because again you will need to furnish details mentioned in these certificates. So make sure that you have these things handy before start filling up the application form. Now, let us see what the other details and what the other guidelines are. Well, the application form is divided in two steps. I'll take you through both the steps. The first step here is personal details. So, as you click on I agree button at the end of the sheet that appears in front of you, you'll be redirected to the personal details page. In the personal details page, you'll have to fill in your name. Now make sure that this name is same as that mentioned in your class 10th mark sheet. The spelling of the name should be the same as that mentioned in your class 10th mark sheet. I am repeating it and emphasizing it again and again because this detail will be checked during the recruitment process. Now, as you have filled the name, move on to mobile number. Now, this mobile number should be re-entered in this column. Any communication that the Ministry of Home Affairs wishes to transfer to you, they will use an SMS or email to send you communication. So make sure that you have functioning email ID and mobile number through which the Ministry of Home Affairs can send you important information like the release of the admit card and the date of the examination. Now, as you furnish these details, you can fill up the CAPTCHA and finally click on the submit button at the end of the page. As you click on submit, you will be given a confirmation with your application number. So your application number will appear in the screen in front of you, but your password will be sent to you via SMS or email. So make sure that you have your SMS, your phone with you, as you need to check the application number and password. Now what you will need to do is you'll need to log in again. As you log in again, you will need your application number and your password that has been sent to you through SMS. So furnish those details and log in again. The screen that appears in front of you will look something like this. So you will have to furnish details in four categories. These four categories are eligibility details, personal details, qualification details, and declaration. So as you log in again, there will be an option on the top right corner of your page which will say go to application form. As you click on this go to application form, this screen will appear in front of you, and here you will have to fill in details. So as you start filling in details, the first detail that you will have to fill in is the exam city of your choice. So make sure that this exam city is near your home. Why? Because you don't wish to travel much on the day of the examination. So you are given three options. So you will have to fill in three cities of your choice for your exam center. As you move on, you'll have to fill in your category details. Make sure that you fill in the correct category, because accordingly you will have to furnish details of the same. Then comes gender. Using the drop down menu, fill in the gender, and you will have to fill in your date of birth. Now this date of birth must be the same as that mentioned in your class 10th mark sheet. Make sure that the details that you furnished are correct, they are true, and they are mentioned in your certificates. Then will come certain questions, answer as applicable to you. So answer these questions and finally click on save and next. The save and next button will be on the bottom right corner of your page. As you click on save and next, this window will appear in front of you where you will have to furnish personal details. So your candidate's name, that is your name, will already appear on the screen. What you will have to do is you will have to enter your father's name, your mother's name, and your marital status. So make sure that the spellings of these names are the same as that mentioned in your certificates. Moving on, you'll have to enter your religion, your ID proof. Now, whichever ID that you select, suppose you have selected Aadhaar, so you'll have to furnish your Aadhaar number. As you select Aadhaar in the drop down menu, you will have a dialog box appear in front of you which will say that you will have to enter your Aadhaar number. So whatever ID proof that you select, be it your Aadhaar, be it your voter's ID, be it your PAN card, you will have to furnish details mentioned on the ID card. Then fill in your home state and scroll down. As you scroll down, you will have to enter your address details. Now, if your present address details and permanent address details are not the same, mention the same differently for both of these categories. But if they are the same, fill in the present address details and you can simply click on the yes button here, and these details will get filled in automatically. So whatever is applicable to you, you can fill in here accordingly. Now your present address details can be different from your permanent address details in case you are not living in your home, you are not living in your hometown or your city or your state. So make sure you furnish correct details here. Now, as you click on save and next, you will be redirected to the qualifications page. So, in your qualification page, make sure that you have your certificates handy. Why? Because you will need to furnish all these details that they are asking for: the name of your board, year of passing, institute name, subject combination, the subjects that you had opted for in class 10th, 12th, and then you'll have to mention the marks that you secured, the certificate number, the number that is mentioned on your certificate. It is different for everyone, so make sure that you furnish the correct details here. And finally, course type. So course type is they're asking you whether it is a regular course or regular school or institute that you attended, or whether you attended it in distant mode. So Make sure that you furnish correct details here. You'll have to furnish the same details for class 12th and for your graduation. So as you scroll down, you'll find details, you'll find same columns for graduation also. So make sure that you fill in correct details for graduation as well. Now, as you scroll down further, you will find a column which says additional qualification details. Now, if you notice, there is no star marked in front of this additional qualification details. So, if this does not apply to you, if you do not have additional qualifications, you can leave this column blank. It is not necessary that you fill up this column. And finally, desirable qualifications, that is, do you have knowledge of computer or not? Whether you have studied computers as a subject in the past, you can simply mention yes or no or whatever is applicable to you. Then click on save and next here. This save and next button is mentioned in every step. So make sure that you click on the save and next button. Now you will be redirected to the last step, that is where you will have to furnish your photo and your signature. So make sure that you stick to these guidelines. Make sure that the photo is not older than 12 weeks and make sure that the photo is around 50 to 100 kp and the format is JPG or JPEG. So this goes for signature as well. As you upload these, there is a declaration mentioned below this. Click on I agree button that is mentioned here and finally click on submit. As you click on submit, you will be transferred to the payment gateway page. So click on the preferred payment mode of your choice. Now this could be challan, this could be online payment, online net banking, debit card, credit card, UPI, whatever mode that is preferable to you. Click on that mode and pay the fees. As long as you pay the fees, your application would be considered valid and complete. If you do not pay the fees, your application would be considered incomplete. So make sure that you submit the fees well before the deadline. If you choose to fill in the fees online, the last date is 9th January, and if you fill in the fees through SBI Challan, the last date is 12th January. So make sure that you have these dates in mind while filling up the fees. I hope you liked the video and I wish you all the best for your exam. For more content, stay tuned to Oliveboard. Thank you.